Okay. So
Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, total world victory of Hare Krishna. Welcome back to another Bhagavad-gītā class with me. And today we are doing Bhagavad-gītā 3.10. Let us get into it. Let me zoom out a bit. There we go. Saha-yajñāḥ prajā-sṛṣṭvā purovāca prajā-patiḥ anena prasaviṣyadhvam eṣaḥ iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk. Saha, along with yajña, sacrifices, prajā, generations, sṛṣṭvā, by creating, purā, anciently, uvāca, said, prajā-patiḥ, the Lord of creatures, anena, by this, prasaviṣyadhvam, be more and more prosperous, eṣaḥ, certainly, your, astu, let it be, iṣṭa, all desirable, kāma-dhuk, bestower. Translation. In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of men and demigods, along with sacrifices for Viṣṇu, and blessed them by saying, be thou happy by this yajña, sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you all desirable things. Purport by Prabhupada. The material creation by the Lord of creatures, Viṣṇu, is a chance offered to the conditioned souls to come back home, back to Godhead. All living entities within the material creation are conditioned by material nature because of their forgetfulness of their relationship to Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Vedic principles are to help us understand this eternal relation as it is stated in the Bhagavad-gītā. Vedaiś sarvair aham eva vidya. The Lord says that the purpose of the Vedas is to understand Him. In the Vedic hymns, it is said, Patim Viṣvaśyadhvam. Therefore, the Lord of the living entities is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Viṣṇu. In the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also, Śrīla Śukadeva Gosvāmī describes the Lord as Pati in so many different ways. Śrīla yajña Pati. Prajā-patiḥ. Dhyam patir loka patir darya-patiḥ. Patir gatis. It's a lot of Sanskrit. Kandaka Viṣṇu ta prasidatam me Bhagavan satam pati. Woo! My my pronunciation was okay. The prajā-patiḥ is Lord Viṣṇu, and he is the Lord of all living creatures, all worlds, and all beauties, and the protector of everyone. The Lord created this material world for the conditioned souls to learn how to perform yajñas for the satisfaction of Viṣṇu. So that's while in the material world they can live very comfortably without anxiety. Then, after finishing the present material body, they can enter into the kingdom of God. That is the whole program for the conditioned soul. By performance of yajña, the conditioned souls gradually become Kṛṣṇa conscious and become godly in all respects. In this age of Kali, the Sankirtan yajña, the chanting of the names of God, is recommended by the Vedic scriptures. And this transcendental system was introduced by Lord Chaitanya for the deliverance of all men in this age. Sankirtan yajña and Kṛṣṇa consciousness go well together. Lord Kṛṣṇa and his devotional form as Lord Chaitanya is mentioned in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as follows, with special reference to the Sankirtan yajña. Kṛṣṇa varnam tvisa Kṛṣṇam sangopangastra prasadam yajña sankirtan prayer yajña yajtihi su medhasya. I'm getting there. In this age of Kali, people who are endowed with suffering intelligence will worship the Lord with sufficient intelligence, not suffering. People who are endowed with sufficient intelligence will worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates, by performance of Sankirtan yajña. Bhagavad-gītā, Bhagavatam 11:5-29. Other yajñas prescribed in the Vedic literatures are not easy to perform in this age of Kali, but the Sankirtan yajña is easy and sublime for all purposes. There we go. Okay, looking at the differences, there are a few. From the top in the translation, because its performance will bestow upon you all desirable things. Because that's the original in the second edition, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation. It is as I think, a weirdly specific edition. Maybe there is a regional manuscript. I think that's talking about something else. What does it say in the original manuscript for the translation? It says nothing, because the page is missing. Interesting. Anyway, thinking about the difference, all desirable things and everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation. I guess the achieving liberation is all desirable things achieving liberation. All desirable things, everything upon you. Things has been changed to for living happily and achieving liberation. I don't know about that. I can see that. Yeah, they seem the same. Yeah, they do seem the same. That's why. Oh, there we go. They seem the same. Yeah, they do indeed seem the same, but that's why it's a very oddly. I find it a very oddly specific change. Maybe it was in the original manuscript because it doesn't really change anything. It's just changing up the wording. Yeah, I find it a bit weird. Anyway, the next change is material nature because of their forgetfulness of their relationship to Kṛṣṇa, to Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I think that's where to Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa, Supreme Person. Yeah. And I think to Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa. Yeah. So yeah, this is one of the examples of going closer to the manuscript. Going, yeah, from there, I guess it was a editorial choice to not have Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa because it is technically the same person. And I'm completely speculating, but I would say that the I agree with the original editor wanted to not make it confusing when it says Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa, because it is two forms of the same person. You wouldn't say Ram or Kṛṣṇa, something like that. Well, giving an example. I don't know, actually. Maybe you would, but I wouldn't, because it is just saying two different incarnations of Kṛṣṇa. So yeah, and they've just added that. Oh, no, not that they've. Yeah, that's the change. They've just added that there, and then they've added a reference to the excerpt. Okay. The Lord created this material world for the conditioned souls. It's been changed to the Lord created this material world to enable the conditioned souls to learn how. For the conditioned souls to learn how. To enable the conditioned souls to learn how. Yeah. Is there anything about that? To enable. Learn without any anxiety and fear after finishing. That's a different change. Yeah, it's being crossed out. Anyway, yeah, for and to enable again, so sort of a weird thing. For the conditioned souls to learn, to enable the conditioned souls to learn. One of them to enable is a bit more directive than for, to enable is like, yes, it's a higher modality, I think. It's no, I'm gonna stop talking about modality. That's not it. It's for the conditioned souls, and then to enable, it's more specific. Yeah. Sort of. I'm not explaining this very well. For the conditioned souls, sort of more open, and then to enable the conditioned souls is more specific. Yeah. Hopefully someone gets that. But that does follow the changes, the previous changes where they've gone more specific. Yeah. Yeah, dictionary enable, give someone the authority or means to do something, make it possible for. Yeah. Yeah, sort of the same thing. Also, yeah, but it's just sort of the same thing. So the next they've got sacrifices in the original, sacrifice in the original, and then sacrifices in the changed edition. From yajña, sacrifice. Sacrifices. Give me 1 second. If I go to the word for word here, yeah, it says yajña, and then yajñas. So it's plural. Sanskrit. I don't know if Sanskrit can be plural. I think it can. Sanskrit, it's pluralized here, so it does make sense that you would want to pluralize the translation. So yeah, that does make sense. Jai. I wouldn't say recently, but sort of in the past few months, but I've realized that a lot of Sanskrit, you don't that have like A's at the end of words that you don't actually like say. Some of them, like yajña. Never mind that you say that A, but when you say jaya, you can say it either way. Okay, the next change, without anxiety, full stop. Then after finishing the present material body, and then here it says you can live very comfortably without anxiety, and after finishing the present material body, they can enter into the kingdom of God. Then after finishing I think it was anxiety, and after finishing, and say that. Without anxiety in life, and after finishing the whole program. While in the material world, they can live very comfortably without anxiety, and after finishing, and it says, oh my. So they can live very comfortably without any anxiety in life, and after finishing the present material body. Okay, yeah. So that's another change that is going closer to the manuscript, which is the case that of why the changes should be, or what the changes are. They're going closer to the manuscript, but the manuscript. I don't know if he's referencing the same manuscript, but it does say any anxiety in life and after finishing, and then he doesn't add the in life. So, technically it is going closer to the manuscript, but they're sort of cherry picking the what they add to it. So yeah, what they change. Which, it is basically saying the same thing. They can live very comfortably in life. Yeah, sort of repeating yourself. So you don't want to. I think that's a writing convention you learn. At least I remember that from school. You don't repeat yourself in the same sentence. But yeah, I guess that's what they why they didn't add it. They didn't want to repeat themselves. But then again, it's not going closer to the manuscript. It's going into the manuscript and picking and choosing stuff. So yeah. And then in this age, it's changed to in the age, capital A, which is bit weird. At least I think so. That means it's referencing a proper noun, which all the when it says like he with a capital H, it's talking about Kṛṣṇa. I think there might be an example in here. His, this age, many ages. The age, there's only one age. Did I say ages? Oh. Oh wait, there's multiple ages. Huh. Yeah, all of them have been the age has been capitalized. Which if I grab a, because I've seen changes like this. Well, there's been changes like this before, where they've capitalized the word or a bunch of words, and then they've decapitalized it later on. Now pull up this comment. I read it as, when you say this age, I think of what other age are you talking about? There's only one age, the age. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. That makes sense. It's talking, yeah, instead of it being age like a age, like number of years, but it's the age of college. Yeah, yes, I understand. Thank you. Yes, it's referencing the age of Kali. Okay, yeah. So that's, I wouldn't have read it as that, but I get it now. So yes, the capitalization of the A is a good change. At least I think so. Let's see. It's not capitalized here, but someone is written over in pen, but it hasn't been implemented in the first edition. Let me check the hard copy. We got a big full screen. Got a big first edition hard copy. It's a massive thing, and it was given by some devotees up in Whangarei generously. I got one for my 21st birthday. Yeah. It's real nice. Let's see. How can I find this? Oh yeah, thank you. Because I'm looking at the wrong purports. My bad. In this age of, yeah, the A is in capital I. Yeah, that is a bit strange. In the manuscript, it does have someone writing over it, but then it wasn't actually implemented. Maybe the manuscript or whatever happened, been underlined there, but no reasoning has been. All purposes is recommended Bhagavad-gītā. Also recommended in the Bhagavad-gītā. Is that? Oh, I haven't gone up to that yet. So the last change, as recommended in the Bhagavad-gītā, also 9:14. Then it's here. Doesn't have the actual thing. So yeah, that is a almost most of the changes here have actual backing behind. It is taking what Prabhupada wrote in his manuscript and adding it in. Yes, it is following the reasoning behind the changes. Yeah. So, talking about the actual purports, 25 minutes in. It's saying that talking a lot about Sankirtan Yajña, and from the, I don't know, I'm finding it a bit strange, but from the translation, in the beginning of creation, the Lord created all creatures and sent forth generations of men and demigods. That's not really, maybe the material creations by the Lord, Viṣṇu, everything was created. The material creation by the Lord of creatures, Viṣṇu, is a chance offered to the conditioned souls to come back to Godhead. I guess, yeah. So basically, sorry, I was thinking the first part of the purport, the translation isn't really talked about that much in the purport. Most of the purport is talking about the yajña, the Sankirtan yajña, which is basically the second part. Be thou happy by this yajña, because its performance will bestow upon you all desirable things. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it does talk about that. But yeah, the purport is about it's promoting the usage of Sankirtan yajña in the age of Kali, because other yajñas are not so easy to do. They're oh man, I'm gonna I don't remember the exact name, but it's the Ashvamedha yajña. If you know about that, it's where the Indian kings would get a horse and they would send the horse, and they would have an army that follows the horse, and wherever the horse goes, they would conquer that kingdom or those lands. It was like the ultimate flex of power and prosperity, that you can just send a horse, and wherever it goes, you just got like hundreds or tens of thousands of people following it. Yeah, and then it gets like real weird, like a priest like takes the horse and then like bathes in its blood or something. it's it's stuff like that. That's some of the other yajñas that are there, and that is not so easy to perform. And there are probably hundreds of other yajñas that would be difficult to perform in the age of Kali, and even more so because they're meant for other ages. But yeah, Sankirtan yajña, right here. But Sankirtan yajña is easy and sublime for all purposes. It's the Swiss Army knife of yajñas. You can do it anywhere, almost any time, with anyone, and you're good. Yeah. It was introduced by Lord Chaitanya, which is Lord Kṛṣṇa in his devotional form. Notice how it doesn't say Viṣṇu or Lord Kṛṣṇa in his devotional form, or Lord Chaitanya or Kṛṣṇa in his devotional form, because there's repeating yourself. Yeah, I just find that change a bit weird. Or is it? Yeah, Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa. Yeah. I guess if you didn't know Viṣṇu and Kṛṣṇa were the same person. I don't know if this is the first time the Bhagavad-gītā references Viṣṇu, which I could fact check. Yeah, I can't be bothered. Actually, no. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Unspell. There we go. The mouse go. Okay. Boop, boop. Oh no. I spelled it wrong. My bad. Sorry. Yes, I did spell it wrong. And then we are looking for Bhagavad-gītā As It Is. 7.1. Hierarchy. 3.9. Yeah. Well, technically it isn't the first time Viṣṇu is mentioned. But yeah, let me check. If 3.9 is the first time. Viṣṇu is performed. Okay. Mahaviṣṇu. Introduction. Yes. Drinks water from the Ganges, attains salvation. Lord Kṛṣṇa himself, the original Viṣṇu. Yeah, it's in the introduction. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Basically, my thought is that the reasoning they've said Lord Kṛṣṇa or Lord Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa is to, clarify that Viṣṇu and Kṛṣṇa is the same person. If someone didn't already know, which is maybe, but it's all there's a whole bunch of reasoning or whatever that you could speculate, but what isn't there? There isn't where is it? There isn't any. Wait, man. You know what? I'm gonna go nuts. Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa? Let's say Viṣṇu or Kṛṣṇa in here. Didn't I already look at this? Oh no. No, that is because it isn't. The page is missing. Ah, right. Yes. There we go. So the page is missing. Anyway, that's my thinking about the change. So yeah, it's talking about the actual purport. About creation, therefore living entities. Therefore the Lord of living entities is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Viṣṇu. Yeah, so right here it just explicitly says Viṣṇu. And then yeah. Okay. The change is unwarranted. Or the addition is unwarranted. My understanding is that Kṛṣṇa is the incarnation on earth of Lord Viṣṇu. Is that right? One of the incarnations. I think so. Let's see. Yeah. Yes. Lord Viṣṇu. Let's see. Brahma was created from his belly button. He created all of. Yes. That is correct. Yeah. Yeah, Lord Viṣṇu has his incarnations, but I don't think it's a like a linearly relationship. So even though Kṛṣṇa is a incarnation of Lord Viṣṇu, Viṣṇu is Kṛṣṇa is an incarnation of Viṣṇu, and Viṣṇu is also an incarnation of Kṛṣṇa. So it works both ways. It's not just Kṛṣṇa is an incarnation of Viṣṇu. There we go. Yeah. So going about a contemporary application. This is an easy one. Sankirtan Yajña is easy and sublime for all purposes. Okay, we shall read this comment. Kṛṣṇa is the 8th incarnation of Viṣṇu, usually, but in this Manvarta, which has the golden age Kali Yuga, the Kṛṣṇa avatar is the original Svayam Bhagavan. Okay. So each sort of age has its own incarnation. And so, the Kṛṣṇa avatar is the original Svayam Bhagavan. Yeah, okay. There we go. That makes sense. Manvarta. I am guessing that is a sort of time period. Yeah. So talking about a contemporary application, Sankirtan Yajña is easy and sublime for all purposes. Sankirtan Yajña, it could be going out on Sankirtan, doing, book distribution, prasadam distribution, chanting, playing kirtan, sand kirtan. It's got it in its name, and it has an A on the end of it. Sankirtana or Sankirtan. I don't say it with the A, but you can say it, you can pronounce it with an A. Yeah, doing that is all sort of things that devotees normally do. Yeah, and it does, it is quite easy compared to some of the other yajñas that I talked about before. Some of the other yajñas that are like doing a fire sacrifice daily, for all the stuff is a lot harder than, going out on the streets and playing your cartels. And going out on the streets and playing your cartels will probably bring you more results in bringing more people or giving the sort of knowledge to more people than going out on the streets and doing fire sacrifices. You would get less people that way. At least I would think so. There might be a few people like, oh, look at this guy lighting a bonfire with a bunch of fruit on the side of the street. But yeah, Sankirtan is there, and Lord Chaitanya, there's heaps of depictions that I've seen, artistically, and through the Chandkazi Leela of Lord Chaitanya and his gang, chanting, even when the Chandkazi like broke the mridangas. I remember this because a while ago I got to play the Chandkazi in a play that we did at a Gurpurnim events, and yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's real easy to do. It comes straight from the let me quote it. devotional form, Lord Chaitanya, which is somewhere here. Lord Kṛṣṇa in his devotional form, Lord Chaitanya. There we go. It's his devotional form. He's come up with this. He's given it to us. It's a transcendental system, and it's for the deliverance of all men in this age. So yeah, there you go. So that's sort of the contemporary application. Do the Sankirtan Yajña. Yeah, there we go. So going to the final bits, the Tereo Mori, which is long as hell. This is my second time reading Tereo Mori. So let's see if we can get this. So ite timatanga o te hanganga e tuku te ariki o na me katoa na waka puranga o na tangata me na atu iti tate ke na waka ho nori mo Viṣṇu ka wakapai e a rato ma te ki kaharike ma tene yajña wakahonore na ma tona waka tuki ka wiwi koe e na me kato e hai anako. There we go. You're doing great. I couldn't do it at all. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying. It's so long. I in te the singular, te matanga beginning, or of te the hanganga creation. I hope I'm saying that right. Did tuke send forth. I did. So I guess I has two meanings, in and did. Tuke send forth te the ariki Lord or of na. I think it's na the singular plural. Me things katoa or na the plural waka tu puranga generations or of na the plural tangata men me and na the plural again etua gods eti small lesser here used to mean demigods. I get that. Tati along ke ki with na the plural waka honore sacrifices more for Viṣṇu the name ka did wakapai bless I used to donate past tense. E indicates the direct object. What does it say that? Them. Past tense. I have no clue what that means. ma by te the singular, he saying ka be imperative form. Hare happy. Ko you ma by tene this. Yajña the name. I guess seeing yajña is a name instead of yajña as Sanskrit for sacrifice. Na because, ma by, tona it's, waka tu tuki performance fulfillment, ka will, we obtain, receive, ko you, I in, na the plural, mere things, katoa all, e which, hi desire, ana is koi you. So if I read out the English, in the beginning of the creation did forth the Lord of the things all, the generations of the men and the gods lesser, along with the sacrifices for Viṣṇu, did bless them by saying, be happy you by this sacrifice, because by its performance will receive you the things all which desire is you. Yeah, so that is pretty accurate. I'm not sure the how the language works, but I know in Spanish you say you say it backwards. Instead of saying okay, I'll go down to the bottom. All which desire is you. It should be all which you desire. So it says desire you, or you desire. So you say the subject of the sentence and then the person you're talking to about it, like you address them after saying what you want to say to them. I know that's Spanish because I did Spanish for a while. Anyway, I don't know if this is the right thing. Let's see. This is supposed to read the Tadeo. And Because I'm mute. See if this works. Wait, can anyone hear that? That is not. It's not Tadeo. I think I gotta plug it in. Copy. And then paste that in. Ooh, what the hell? Josh. I hope this well, maybe that worked. I'm not sure. If it did, it played it really fast and it should work. If you guys didn't hear it, too bad. Yeah, I'm not sure how to make this work. I'll make sure to figure it out for tomorrow and get that all set up just to make sure. But basically, it pronounces or it generates what it should sound like if someone says it. But yeah, to end off, we'll go back to the purports. Whew. Do some more Sanskrit reading. I'm learning Sanskrit, and I'm starting to learn Tereo, reading and reading out loud. I'm starting to learn the two different languages. Not really the meanings, but the pronunciation more than the meanings. I'm starting to get the meanings a little bit. So, saha-yajñāḥ prajā-sṛṣṭvā purovāca prajā-patiḥ anena prasaviṣyadhvam eṣaḥ sva iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk. There we go. What's going on? What was that? I think someone's calling the computer. Anyway, translation. In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of men and demigods, along with sacrifices for Viṣṇu, and blessed them by saying, "Be thou happy by this yajña sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you all desirable things." There we go. Bhagavad-gītā 3:10. 2:10. Bhagavad-gītā 3:10. Thank you guys for tuning in live. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate it. And yeah, might be able to hear the cat. He's coming over. Hello. Anyway, thank you guys for joining live or watching afterwards. I'll be back tomorrow for the next 3:11. Get hyped for that. And yeah, if you enjoy any of the content, tag your friends and share. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Now, going full screen. Yeah, thank you. Param Vijayate Sri Kṛṣṇa Sankirtanam, total world victory of Hare Kṛṣṇa. Hare Bol.